Well, hi! Welcome back to Lies of P. So far in this video game, the massive TLDR, we are playing as a young boy named, or rather, who you might know as, Pinocchio. However, in this story of Lies of P, the story of Pinocchio is changed and twisted into something entirely different. As you can see, there is a robot heart on screen. That's weird. I'll fix that. There's a robot heart on screen. Obviously, that usually doesn't happen. Obviously, that's usually not a thing. You know, crazy, I know. But that's usually not a thing in the story of Pinocchio. So, the story of Pinocchio is changed and twisted into something entirely different and arguably better than Carlo... Is it Collodi? Is that his name? Is it Carlo Collodi? Hang on. Yes. Oh, is it Lorenzini? Hang on a minute. Got it. So his original name is Carlo Lorenzi, but he works under the pen name Carlo Collodi. Got it. Regardless, the story inside of Lies of P, while originally being based on the works of Carlo Collodi, are drastically changed and morphed into what is this game. Rather than a story of Geppetto having a kid that died under, I think, mysterious means of that original work, and finding a tree stump and finding a talking tree stump and turning that into the story that we know as Pinocchio from the works of Disney, or most recently, my favorite version, Guillermo del Toro's. Instead, we are playing as Carlo, and yet we are also playing as Pinocchio. Throughout the events of the main game of Lies of P, we slowly learn of the dark acts of an Illuminati-esque group called the Alchemists, how they manipulated the city of Krat into embracing this puppet technology, which is robots, while fully knowing that inside of each robot is the power of ergo. Ergo causes people to come under an infection called the petrification disease. This petrification disease can then produces this acidic-like substance that, when assumedly blah 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 alchemy used on it, can be used to give people special powers such as super strength, or more importantly to the alchemists, telepathy and telepathy is over the brain, right? Telekinesis is the floating objects. Telepathy and immortality. However, what they didn't realize when they first started this experiment, what they didn't realize was the ergo inside of a puppet, which is made basically using human spirits, can awaken. Or rather, as they call it, it can ego. And when the ego is tripped, it brings the puppet back to life into their humanity. It basically serves as a resurrection, as a kind. So, for Carlo's soul was put inside of the ergo that resides inside of Pinocchio. Over the course of the main game, that ego has awakened, and the puppet known as Pinocchio, or in the game, just P, or Geppetto's puppet, awakened and became Carlo, the resurrected son of Geppetto. And that has happened for so many other puppets throughout this story. So many other puppets have awakened. More notably to the DLC of this game, one puppet named Arlecchino awakened. Arlecchino, before the events of Lies of P, was a serial killer. He was as a human, he was a serial killer. He went around and killed for the lust of it, for the ritual of it. Then he died. His ergo was inside of a puppet. That puppet awokened, and Arlecchino started killing again. At first, for revenge, aiming to kill the alchemists who would torture humans with this petrification disease and the creation of the puppet. Because now Arlecchino knows that puppets are in reality human souls trapped inside of a limbo before they awaken. He hates that fact. So he's going through and systematically killing the alchemists and getting revenge for them doing this to him, including, most notably, Vanini's parents. Vanini is one of the primary people who leads the industry that is creating these puppets. He killed Vanini's parents. And the way that they describe that is that he felt an immense joy. Not because he was getting revenge, but because of the reactions that Vanini's parents had during that procedure. But again, most notably to the DLC of Lies of P Overture, after he did that killing spree as a puppet, a stalker, who is like a kind of like a code word for like a gang member, killed Arlecchino by cutting off his arms and legs, but leaving the ergo inside alive. He was still present, but he could not move. He could not talk. He could not act. The alchemist then took this body, and instead of disposing of it like some alchemists wanted to do, under the order of Simon Manus, the primary antagonist of the main game, they instead rebuilt him and repurposed him, and most notably upgraded him, making it so that he could basically eventually be their weapon. Instead, before he arrived at his destined location, Arlecchino broke out, killed the guards, and went on a revenge trip once again. This time not aiming towards the alchemists or the creators of the puppets, but rather the stalker who killed him originally, Leia Florence Monad. Leia is again the stalker that killed him, but also because of that known as the legendary stalker. She is the person who trained both Carlo and Carlo's best friend Romeo, who you might know as Candlewick from Pinocchio. She trained both of them in the art of fighting, in the art of combat. Carlo eventually died to the petrification disease. Now, we don't know how he got that petrification disease. We don't actually know that he died from the petrification disease, but it is stated that he did die to the petrification disease in places, and also, we know that Geppetto, his father, gave him Carlo Collodi wrote Pinocchio. And also, gave him Rosaura, and Rosaura, a puppet, had an ergo inside that could have transferred the petrification disease to Carlo, because we know that they were friends and close. So, now, in the main game, Arlecchino has kidnapped Romeo, cut off his arms, and strung him up. And now he is hanging in the Rose Garden Estate, or you might know it better as Toy Island. And he is hanging, and we have to go save him. We have to go help him. Because if we don't, he will die. Now, little detail here. Oh yeah, also Arlecchino is guarding him, and we have to kill Arlecchino. Little detail here. Little sprinkling of a problem here. We know what happens to Romeo. We know we know when we fight Romeo. Romeo is, I already said, Ace, I said to you. God, he's not listening to me. It's Carlo Collodi. So we fight Romeo in the main game. He is known as the King of Puppets. We fight him. So we know that down the line Romeo becomes a puppet, which implies that he needs the petrification disease, because you need that to be able to transfer the soul. So, we kind of already know the end of this story in a way, but regardless, we push on because we know that he doesn't die from Arlecchino. He dies from something entirely different. So, let's beat this boss. Let's win. Yeah. I think it's winning time. Was it a yellow submarine? No, it was gray like a whale. And also, by the way, just of note, little thing that I just happen to know because I'm a fucking freak. In the original story, it wasn't a whale, it was a dogfish. It was the terrible dogfish. Which I don't think exists in the way that it is in that story. I don't think it was a whale originally. I think it was the terrible dogfish. A whale, it was changed to a whale in the Disney version. Because it's a much more child-friendly and is a real animal kind of thing in that way. I know dogfishes exist, but not in that way. So, yeah. How did you, a non-reader, learn this? I really like this game, guys. Oh, sorry. I thought there was a cutscene right after it. I was wrong.
Tick-tock, Romeo's on the clock, and you appear to be nothing but talk. Is only truly honest when their life is on the line to exit my stage.
Dang, that was a fluke. That was a warm-up. I was remembering how to play this game. I was learning how to play the game. Are you telling me you read and didn't scream to the skies? The reading section of the Discord about it? Didn't even know that existed. Until today, actually. I looked at it earlier and I was like, oh, that's cool. No, I didn't read the original works of Pinocchio, but I have been consuming other Pinocchio-related things to educate myself. But I will confirm to you that the original works of Pinocchio by Carlo Collodi are fucking boring and bad. It's really bad. It has been so much improved over the ages. It's really not good. Hey, Melon, how are you? What's up, Quack? Yeah, it kind of does. But yeah, all of the works of Pinocchio that... Fuck.
Romeo's on the clock, and you appear to be nothing but talk.
They're bad. Pinocchio has really improved with the time.
Human is only truly honest when their life is on the line. Wouldn't you agree? Time to exit my stage. Time to exit my stage.
The original works, I might be wrong about this. The original works of Carlo Collodi of Pinocchio were like kind of like a weekly release comic book kind of thing. I'm not saying that it was a comic strip, but like it was like a weird weekly release inside of like a collection of kids' books or something like that. And it was intended to end with Pinocchio being hanged. That was supposed to be the end of Pinocchio, was he gets hanged. This is a kid's book. But instead, people hated that ending so much and loved Pinocchio so much that they instead continued it. And it just kind of kept going and going. And it really, like, doesn't have... Like, a lot of the stuff that you know of Pinocchio isn't from that, but rather is from artists riffing off of that later. Because, like, Pinocchio has inspired a lot of media that isn't even named Pinocchio. Like, there is a lot of, like, what is humanity kind of things that can be tied directly to the creation of Pinocchio. So, like, it's... Pinocchio inspired a lot of media that you would be extremely surprised to learn. Like, there was an entire film called shoot, what's that one actor? He was a kid actor, and his eyes were like really close, and he was like one of the kid actors. I think he was in Sixth Sense. Haley Joel Osment. There's a film starring Haley Joel Osment called AI, made in 2001, so long before the Gen AI stuff of modern day, that is a Pinocchio story, but, like, it's not at all labeled that way, but it really is a Pinocchio story. Like, it leans into it, so it's like...
I want that communist girl.
And there's a whole bunch of other ones separate from that that are also very much Pinocchio. Like, you could even, in some ways, say that Nier Automata is in some way inspired by Pinocchio. Like, Ghost in the Shell. Like, it's Pinocchio is very inspirational for writers and creators everywhere. And yet, just about every single work of Pinocchio, even arguably the shitty Disney remake, is probably better than Carlo Collodi's original work.
Oh, a human is only truly honest when their life is on the line. Wouldn't you agree?
Whoa!
This is exactly what I've been waiting for! This... The alchemists offered me nothing but water. But you two, you'll offer me something greater, won't you? Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul.
I got stuck on the wall. Ah! I shouldn't have done the fucking bullet! Ah!
Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul.
Okay. Whoops! What? Well,
Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win?
That was really good until it wasn't.
It's the human soul. Come on, let's keep going.
Dang.
Wow, you really think you can win?
Yeah. And I will. Eventually. Wow, you're still going, huh? Your combos never end, huh?
Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win?
Yeah, eventually.
Whoa! You're an aberration. You do not believe my research.
Yo.
I feel like y'all. Fuck! Because yeah.
It's time to exit my stage. It's the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable.
Dang it!
Time to exit my stage. I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul.
Okay.
Time to exit
Yeah,
my stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable. You time to exit my stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul.
Whoa!
Come on, let's keep going.
Dang, stamina.
You really think you can win? Remarkable. Come on.
Whoa. Okay. What? You've never done that before. Damaging. Ouch.
None of my work led me to anything like you. How? Why are you different? Got you. Time to
Fuck!
exit my stage.
I did really good, though. I didn't know he could do that again. I can break his saw blade.
Arlecchino will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Time to exit my soul. Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going.
That fucking sucks.
You really think you can win?
Alive! No, I'm not. There's a fucking wall. Damn it! I would have lived!
Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul.
Okay.
Come on,
Holy shit!
You're an aberration. You do not fit any parameters of my research. Time to exit my
That was really good until it wasn't.
Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Time to exit my stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the
I
human
want to try something. Nope, didn't work.
Come on,
Dead.
to exit my stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win?
But press the wrong button! No! That would have been the run. I don't even care. That would have been the run. I double charged my thing instead of doing the big shot like I wanted to. And I had 9 healing left. Like, unless something crazy happened, that would have been the run. Man, that sucked.
Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable.
That sucks. Not as good as the last one at all. Okay. Oh, I got lucky.
None of my work led me to anything like you. Wow. Why are you different? Whoa. You're allowed to exit my Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable. Led me to anything like you. Wow. Why are you different?
Dang it, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I, chemo will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. What? You really think you can win? Remarkable. Enough. You're an aberration. You do not fit any parameters of my research.
I was rolling! Man. Ouch.
None of my work led me to anything like you. How? Why are you different? Stage. Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, time to exit my...
I've gone pee. This is the run. Gotta be. And I have a foolproof plan.
Tick-tock, Romeo's on the clock, and you appear to be nothing.
That wasn't part of it. Neither was that. Neither was that. Neither was that.
Time to exit my stage.
That was a warm-up. 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 This is the run. This is the run of all runs. I have the run.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, Romeo's on the clock, and you appear to be nothing but talk. Fun.
I think I need to play first phase safer than I have.
Oh, why risk your life for time to exit my stage?
I need to focus first phase on defense so that I can go into the second phase with the most material. Because I can get through first phase easy no peasy. That's not what people say. But like, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going.
It didn't go the best.
You really think you can win? Remarkable.
That was cool.
None of my work led me to anything like you. Wow. Why are you different?
Oh!
You're an aberration. You do not fit any parameters.
I'm dead. Oh my god, I just got so lucky. Whoa.
I see it in you, you know. Pain, fear, loneliness. And now, time to exit my stage.
It was really good, though. The pipe carried. It was the pipe. It was the pipe. It had to be the pipe. There's no other explanation. I got so close because I threw a pipe at him. It's gotta be. That's gotta be it. That's gotta be the secret to beating this boss, is throwing a pipe at him. It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
You really think you can win? Remarkable.
Oh, I didn't know that. I couldn't see the remnant on the ground because I was so close to him.
None of my work led me to anything like you. Wow. Why are you different? Time to exit my stage.
You didn't get... Okay. First off, I need to be more defensive in the first half so that I can go into the second phase with more healing. I fucked that up this time because there was a gap of time between me entering that because I swapped out some charm. So I need to be more defensive in the first phase to make it so that I enter the second phase with more healing, because I'm not going to make it if I don't. 2, I think I need to wait on using the electricity until after he lands and stuff, simply because the electricity's running out so fast that I can't proc it. So I need to wait until he lands. Instead, I'm going to spend that time sharpening my weapon, because my weapon is running out of durability towards the tail end of the fight. So I think spending that time sharpening would probably be better. Would be more wise. Also healing, obviously. And of course, I'm going to throw a pipe at her. Of course.
I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that
Pipe.
matters, the human.
Or the...
Time to exit my stage.
Poorly timed pipe. I wasn't prepped for the pipe. I need to be prepped for the pipe. If I'm not prepped for the pipe, then I die. I need to be prepped for the pipe.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Where could my pipe be?
analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going.
Okay, well that wasn't ideal.
I think you can win. Remarkable. Ouch. my research. Wow,
I was mid-roll! I don't... Okay, whatever. This is a different animation.
None of my work led me to anything like you. Wow. Why are you different?
Okay.
My stage.
I mean, he grabbed me while I was mid-roll. I 100% disagree that... I mean, I guess he caught me in between iframes. I think I should have been able to dodge that. It must have been like a single fucking frame, I swear to God.
Ladies and gentlemen, I, Halcyon, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable.
Fuck. Okay. Homie really does not stop.
Parameters of my research.
I was on the ground! What do you mean?
Time to exit my stand, gentlemen. I, Halcyon, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul.
Dang it.
Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable.
You're fucking kidding me!
Time to exit my stage.
You're fucking... He jumped out of the way?
Ladies and gentlemen, I, Halcyon, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable.
Should have did that first.
None of my work led me to anything like you. Wow. Why are you different?
Dang, I thought I would have had that.
You're an aberration. You do not fit any parameters of my research.
No! No! Oh!
anything like you. How? Why are you different?
Oh, I thought that would have hit. So many of those this run. Dang.
You're an aberration. You do not fit any parameters of my research. To exit my stage.
Then,
Gentlemen, I,
heal,
will analyze
pipe.
the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going.
Dang.
Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable. Led me to anything like you. How? Why are you different? You're an aberration. You do not fit any parameters of my research. My stage.
So what I was expecting to happen is the thing that's happened every single time we've gotten to that point in the fight, except for that time for some reason, where he would basically teleport to the to the center, fly up in the air, and repeat the combo that he does at the beginning. My plan at that point was to immediately throw my remaining 2 pipes at him, which, based on the amount of health he had, may have killed. Instead, he didn't do the move that he's done every single other time when he's that low on health. Did a different move, one of the very few moves I don't know how to dodge very well, and killed me. Yeah, that one hurt pretty bad. That one hurt. That one hurt me. That one hurt me pretty bad. That was dumb.
Led me to anything like you. How? Why are you different?
think that's what I have to do. I think I have to run away first and then focus on blocking it. I'm gonna be real. I wasn't looking where I needed to be looking in that moment, and that fucking sucked.
You can win. Remarkable. Research.
I shouldn't have healed that. Yeah, that was, I beefed the first half of that, and I think that put me off balance for the second one. Like, me in my brain. Like, it just fucked up my brain of, like, when I missed the first one, it put me off. It's like when you're playing Guitar Hero or something like that, or rhythm game in general, and you miss one note, so then you miss, like, the next 10. That's kind of what just happened to me.
And gentlemen, I, Halcyon, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable. Work led me to anything like you. How? Why are you different?
Am I gonna live this?
What exactly are you?
Yeah. Does that deal damage to me even if I block? I mean, I know it's doing, like, the temp damage, but, like... Don't...
Ladies and gentlemen, I, Halcyon, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable.
No, my earbud died!
Why are you different? Wow, you really
I don't understand the iframes on that at all. And it's just like,
trying to exit my stage. You know, we'll analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul.
okay. Less than ideal.
Let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable. Ouch. Research. Exit my stage!
I got nervous.
Chemo will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul!
That wasn't ideal.
Come on, let's keep going! Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable!
I'm dead.
Exit my stage! Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul!
Okay.
Come on, let's keep going! Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable!
Okay. What is happening to me? Ooh! Fuck this guy. I've done no damage to him. What a horrible run. Good phase one.
Gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable.
Okay.
Time to exit my stage.
Trying to do too many things off the rip. So I need to change my strategy there, because that should have been the run. So I can't do... I'm gonna have to use both the electricity and the shot power-up middle of the fight. I can't do it all right off the rip like that. It's too much to do. I'll just cut all of it because I can't... there's no reason for me to use any of that utility without both the electricity and the shot upgrade. So, I think what I'll do is... I think I'll do the shot upgrade during that section, now that I'm saying it. I think I'll do... I don't think I added. I think I'll do the shot upgrade when... right after all of that stuff, if I don't have to heal. If I have to heal, then I'm not doing any of it.
I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the human soul. Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win? Remarkable.
Why did I do that?
None of my work led me to anything like you. How? Why are you different?
New.
You're an aberration. You do not fit any parameters of my research. Time to exit my stage.
It seems like, and maybe it's just me, it seems like there is a phase 2.5 halfway through where he adds things into his combo, which I'm gonna be real, is pretty fucking cool. But I was kind of hoping that I could figure out a silver lining somewhere in there, but I guess
Ladies and gentlemen, I, Arlecchino, will analyze the only medium that matters, the
I'm all out of pipe. Where could my pipe be?
Come on, let's keep going. Wow, you really think you can win?
I jump?
None of my work led me to anything like you. Why are you different?
That sucked.
You're an aberration. You do not fit any parameters of my research. None of my work led me to anything like you. Why are you different? You're an aberration. You do not fit any parameters of my research.
If I had a pipe, this would have been the end.
Got you.
Oh, I got you.
Impressive. You have to spoil the fun. It was fun while it lasted.
Such a cool boss. Such a cool character. Such a cool design. Such a cool voice actor and voice acting. Hello, Romeo.
Thank you. It's yours now. All this time, I wondered why you look so familiar. And now I know.
God damn. It is absolutely wild how short these credits are. I said that thinking that the credits were in. Oh.
I believe in you. Carry on. Don't forget, this is your story now.
Okay. So, I understand that... Oh, we're not done. There are stories that, however minutely, have been altered by your actions. Seek out the tales in both the forgotten time and the present time. Oh. Okay. So something's changed in Hotel Krat. It was all a dream? No, it's time travel. Those little stargazers right there alter time. So when I rest at them, they save my position in time, and when I die, it pulls me back in time to that stargazer. This is Sophia. What? You used the secret room key.
The painting. This must have been Leia's room. Who knew her memories were so close?
My dearest Carlo, Listening to this song always reminds me of you. Do you remember the time we all gathered to play this piece together? We were happy then. They were precious, if all too short moments of happiness. Perhaps those times were so precious because of their brevity. Why is it that we humans always look for more when happiness is already in our grasp? I couldn't appreciate what we had then, but that wasn't because I found you tiresome. After breaking ties with the Monad family, I was lost. I could barely take care of myself. So taking responsibility for you and Romeo, it was more than I could bear at the time. But in the end, you two saved me. You washed away all the spite and hatred in my heart. Legendary stalker. A worthless title. That cruel end should never have been your fate. It was only when I held your pale, cold face in my hands that I understood that we should have stayed together, that I should never have left the two of you. But now you belong to the past. I shouldn't cry. It happens to us all. Eventually, I will join you there as well. No one lives forever. So in time, we will meet again. And in that moment, my wish is that I get to sit with you as the light of the sunrise washes over us, and we share a love. Together, your teacher, Leia.
A painting of a scene depicting a small concert. It is an image filled with cherished memory. Memory of Halcyon days. So, there's something that I'm struggling to understand. So, obviously Geppetto put Romeo inside of his own puppet, which we fight in the main game, which becomes the king of puppets, right? Obviously Geppetto did that, right? That's Romeo. That part is obvious to me. Is Leia inside of the nameless puppet? And that's why the nameless puppet could fight so well outside of Geppetto's control? Is there a Romeo? Or is there a Juliet? Romeo is Candlewick from Pinocchio. A luxury bag left behind by Krat. It dispenses goods when an ancient disc or rare ergo is placed inside. Oh, I see. The saber used by Leia, the legendary stalker. Although it does not possess any special abilities, its elegance befits the reputation of its owner. Tens of thousands of vows flow along its beautiful blade. Only the boy with the heart of ergo will be able to hear those vows. Blossoming. Quickly rush forward, piercing and slashing enemy. Use an extra fable slot to rush forward again and slash enemy. After a brief vow, Slash enemies in a wide area in front of you. Finish with a powerful attack. Okay, I'll have to give this weapon a try real quick. To hear those vows. Also... Never mind. When we get to review stuff, yeah, Kishi. Let me dwell on it for a hot minute. Because obviously he killed her, right? And like, he... Oh, this is how I entered. Oh, I just forgot about it. Because obviously he killed her, right? Obviously that's what that implied. So, can I hear the vows? No, but it's sick as fuck. Anime is hell. I still like my gun sword more, I think. Oh, hang on. Let me try out its normal attack. Thank you for asking and not just saying that. I appreciate it. Oh, I'm using my wrong weapon. That's pretty cool. Oh, it's kind of the same attack pattern as the scissors. See? It's like fast. Oh, not really. It's kind of its own thing. Fun. Cool. I definitely... I still, after all this time, like, I'm glad that I switched over to the pistol and used the pistol near the end, because I wanted to use, like, a new weapon and DLC weapon and so on and so forth. I was using the scissors for so long. I think if I were to replay the game, and I wouldn't be surprised if I do, eventually, I think that I prefer the scissors.
Close your eyes and listen up. Everyone's paying attention to you. You look so sad. You don't have to be so wise. Feel a bit of your hurt. Carry on. Please forget about your past fears and trust yourself now.
Wait.
No turning back. Just keep the flame alive inside of you. And there's no need for tears. Look into yourself. Don't cry no more. If
Hidden
you
gone.
we are not scared anymore. I know that we will be the
The cat's name in-game is Spring. Spring is based on the game director Ji-won Choi's pet, I don't know if I said that right, pet cat, Bom Bom. Bom Bom is a Korean word that translates to spring. So the kitten is Bom Bom, and Bom Bom in real life has Pat. But lives on in Lies of P.
Don't cry no more. If you're here, we are not scared anymore. Cause you're here.
This version of Survivor is so much better than the other one. Okay. There's something new here? How dare you? How dare I what? That was so much better. Are there butterflies? I assume I'm just hanging up this painting somewhere. Oh! As a world-renowned collector, I would have been negligent if I had not left a review of this establishment. I hope this helps inform future guests of the state of this hotel. Rating: 4 out of 5. Although dingy and lacking basic amenities, this hotel is still the safest place in all of Prague. An addendum is scribbled at the bottom. This truly reads like a proper monthly landmark guide, wouldn't you say? Oh, so he was the monthly landmark guide guy. Okay. Hey, Hugo, also known as Alidoro. The better Alidoro. About Bom Bom? I didn't do anything to Bom Bom. I didn't kill Bom Bom. Bom Bom just died. I don't know. I don't know why how dare me. I didn't do nothing. I mean, you shout out Chunk anytime. It's just not gonna play. Where do I hang this painting? Oh, is it this? Whoa. Cool. Goddard, Painter's Sky. Cool.
I just want safety for everyone. That's why I should make sure.
Okay. Y'all don't have anything to say? Yeah, I killed the dude who killed your parents.
Welcome here.
No? Okay. Hey, Assassin. Whoa.
Whoa, holy crap. Does that say what I think it does? Cause if I'm not mistaken, that says 24, which means it's been 2 years.
Whoa.
Like, damn, what a time it has been.
That's almost a year. Thank you for the sub, Assassin. I hope you're still enjoying the content 2 years in. And hope you enjoy your emotes and your balloons still 2 years in. Here's 2 more. That's not how you do toast. Here's 2 more. I have drank almost no water this entire time. I was so locked in on that boss fight. All right, we got one more thing to do, it seems, and then, yes, that's it. I mean, I guess I had to beat the game before I went and seen this, because I'm going back to the... Oh. Yeah, I know. We read that. I guess I had to finish the game before I seen this. Because I came back here and there was not anything here, I don't think. Oh, and now Razar is here.
You came. I knew you would. So happy to see you again. Friends always meet again. So I'll wait for you. Again at the world's end. Farewell. My forever friend. Who looks like my dear Carlo.
Oh. A child's drawing that looks very old. A child's drawing that looked very old. On the back are 2 sentences, each different handwriting. Our beloved son, may your every day be as happy as this one. You'd want that. Man. Okay. Gee golly. Is there anything else? Doesn't seem. I want to peer in there, because I have fought them. But I want to peer in there and see if there's anything in here. No. Okay. Oh, I haven't read, Oh, this is just gonna be the drawing, yeah? Yeah. Oh, it's the letter in the drawing. I didn't read this. Discard your past fears and protect your inner flame. As long as you're here, I won't be afraid, because you're here. Rise above despair and fear, moving forward as you feel the beat of your heart. Survivor is a song of one who strives to guard the flame of hope in a land of extreme. Awesome. I also got... I looked at the sword. I got this. Battle apparel worn by the legendary Stalker. This stalker feared a warm touch more than a cold blade. Despite her legendary skills, she walked through life alone. Accepting 2 special boys as apprentices reawakened her resolve to protect her innocence. Beat it? Mm-hmm. The mask worn by the legendary stalker. The stalker agonized over her worthiness to wear this mask. The cricket guides the way, but what if it's the one who becomes lost? Don't worry about losing your way, dear sister. Path will always appear as long as there's somewhere to return to. Is that Leia talking to Sophia? Sophia talking to Leia? Or once again is Gemini related to the Monad family and actually their brother? Don't know. Ooh, that's cool that my hair shows. I want to go one more thing before we do a little review. It's something that I got spoiled for, of my own volition. I was trying to understand Arlecchino. And I believe it's... Is it here? So over here is Arlecchino's court. And now I'm wearing the thing, the outfit that the person that killed them. No. Okay, so I believe he responds to me wearing this outfit. Had I not killed him, which I don't think I did. I think the person who this save belongs to killed him. Making it so he can't respond. Which is understandable. I mean, like, he's a horrible, horrible dude. But I don't think I killed him. I think that I left him alive. But regardless. Well, I guess that's everything. Tradition. When I played Lies of P before, this was in, this was, I think, a year ago. Was it 2024? Hang on, I can check. Yes. When I played Lies of P the first time in 2024, I gave it a 9. Now, per the rules of DLC, rules are meant to be broken. I'm not saying that this will forever be the rule, but so far the rule has been the game can only move down 1 or up 1 based off of the DLC. However, 9 is as high as my scale goes. I have 10s, but it's exclusive to, like, favorites. So it's not really a real rating. It's more like a 9 and then some, really. I just call it 10 so that it's easy to understand. Really, I should rename it, but regardless. Because, like, really, it's just a 9, but, like, a little bit... I care about this one more, you know? Yeah, it's like a 9+. It's not really a 10. It's just, like, I'm not saying that, it's never that, like, Twilight Princess is necessarily better than Skyward Sword. That's not what I'm saying by giving it a 10 instead of a 9. This is real ratings, by the way. It's more so that Twilight Princess is my favorite. Skyward Sword is a 9. You know, like... So, you get the idea. Yeah, it holds a higher place in my heart, but, like... Quality... Let me rephrase, because quality implies objectivity, and that's not what reviews are. That's not what my reviews are. In my brain, they are all 9s. In my heart, those 5 that are currently there are 10. Does that make sense? In my brain, they're all 9s. In my heart, those 5 are 10. So, with that being said of Lies of P being a 9, it is only really possible for it to go down to an 8 through the DLC or remain where it is, because it can't go any higher, theoretically. I want to show you where I'm at in my thoughts of this video game. In one, like, right off the rip. And then we will dive into, like, specifics and we'll break that down. But I want to give you, like, a Cliff Notes version, basically. I legitimately think, having played as many recursive games as I have, I've played, dang. I've played Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Bloodborne, Elden Ring, and now we're outside of From Software, because I haven't played Demon's Souls. Now we're outside of From Software. I've played the beginning of Wu Chong recently. What else? Hang on. I know I've played more than this. I played Code Vein. Sekiro? Sure, Sekiro if you count it. I wouldn't call it a recursive game, but it is by From Software. Death's Door. Quite a few. Needless to say, like, I'm sure there's more than this, but needless to say, oh yeah, both Jedi Survivor and Fallen Order. Yeah. And Hollow Knight. Yeah. I play quite a few. I think it's fair to say that I am a, hang on, let me make sure that this is the right use of this word. Okay. I think it's fair to say that at this point, I am... Oh, also, another Crab's Treasure. Can't forget that one. I think it's fair to say that at this point, I am a connoisseur of recursive game. I am... Out of any, like, genre, like, this is probably the one that I have the most, like, experience in, you know? Like, and I would say that I have more experience in this genre than most people do. There are people that have more than me, like obviously like an Iron Pineapple has played every single Souls-like under the sun, right? Like, but I would say that at this point of playing all of these, like this is the genre that I probably know the most about, and I know more than the average gamer at this point. I'm not saying that to be like, hey, I got a big head about this. I'm more so saying that to preface what I'm about to say. I legitimately think Lies of P is the best recursive video game, and I think that it is better than every single From Software game that they've released thus far. That includes Elden Ring, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, even Sekiro, even though I would still count that as a separate thing. I think that this is the best one. I think that these indie developers came into a genre that they did not form, and they innovated it in a way that From Software never has, and created something that is similar, but also incredibly unique. And I think that it is a damn shame that people look at this game and they see Bloodborne but Pinocchio. I think that it is a damn shame that people look at this game and they discount it in that way. They put a comparison on this game going into it, which immediately makes them feel more negative towards it than they should. Because I think that this game is such its own thing, while also very clearly having its inspiration. I legitimately think Lies of P is better than every single one of them. And that is me saying that as someone who straight up was raised by Dark Souls. I started playing Dark Souls in 2013, and that game is like, I think the first playthrough was like 20-something hours, but then after that, every single playthrough was like somewhere between 10 and 15. I have 200 hours in Dark Souls 1. I have almost 200 hours in Dark Souls 3. I have 60 hours in Dark Souls 2. And you know what? I don't need to put in more than that in Dark Souls 2. In Dark Souls 2, I'm good. Actually, it's more than that. It's 150. I have 150 in Dark Souls 2. And again, I don't need to put more than that. I get it. So like, I've played these games so much growing up, and in modern day, even like recently with Elden Ring. I'm in the middle of replaying Elden Ring right now. And yet, I think that while all of them innovate in their own ways, with Elden Ring obviously being like an open world, which was new for the genre, and arguably it was worse for it. But it innovated in the way that its map, in the way that the map expands as you play, is something that's never been done before in gaming outside of Metroidvanias that are like strict 2D Metroidvanias. And bringing that into a 3D space of an open world was an innovation that it I hope will forever change open world game. So I'm not saying that like they haven't innovated, but I think that Lies of P innovates specifically within the genres that are often considered Souls-like to make something that is unique. Because let me give you an example, right? There are obvious examples like the way that side quests function being infinitely better than a Dark Souls or so on. In a Dark Souls or Elden Ring or so on, you'll talk to an NPC, they might give you a hint towards their next direction or goal, and in turn you have a hint towards the next step in the side quest. Sometimes that hint is incredibly easy to miss, and it's not repeated in the infinite loop of dialogue that follows. Because after you exhaust dialogue, usually they'll say like one line or two lines as a repeat to show you, hey, I'm done talking. And that won't be the hint of their destination. Dark Souls and From Software's design, remove the Dark Souls from it. From Software's design of side quests is fundamentally bad. It is poorly done. The side quests themselves are good and entertaining and well written. However, the way that they are designed is bad. This game innovates on that by giving you the location on your warp list for fast travel, making it so you know where an NPC is, roughly, and you know if there is an advancement in their side quest that you could go make, making it so that the side content is no longer dependent on you using a wiki, and instead you are able to accomplish them just by playing the game. Because right now with From Software's game, that is what is required of you. You need to go use a wiki to do the side content. There's no way to do it without. It is incredibly difficult. So, that's something that's obvious that they innovated on. Let's talk about something that is less obvious. Let's transition to something that is not obvious. And I could continue going down obvious ones, but I kind of already did that in the main review a year ago. Let's talk about some stuff that is less obvious. The amount of combat choice you have is so much higher than any other recursive game I've played. You have a parry, a la Sekiro. You have a dodge, a la Dark Souls. I don't know if I'm using that word. You have a straight up block. You can just hold it. You have a dodge roll. Not just a dodge roll, you also have a dash. You have a sidearm thing that you can use and choose what is on that sidearm. You can switch out that sidearm throughout as you level and stuff. You have so many consumables that you can use as well as healing. The amount of choice that you have in the middle of combat, just alone, the choice between parry and dodge. Having those two things, let me take that back. Rewind, scratch that, reverse it. No, just scratch that. Rather, it's a deflect. It's not necessarily a parry. Because a parry is like when you have the shield and you go, boom, and it knocks their blade away and you get the big stab attack. That's not what it is. It is a deflect, which causes a stagger meter that is invisible to raise, which then causes you to do that thing. Different thing. I feel like using the same word is confusing. It's a deflect. The ability to have both a deflect and a dodge roll and a block. These three things, right? And a dash, but we'll just combine that into the one. The ability to have these three things fleshes out the combat so much. It offers so much choice. And every now and then, one of these three things will be better to do. One of these three things is a better thing to do in the moment. Sometimes there's a secret fourth thing that's just running away that's the best thing to do. But always one of these three things is going to be better to do for certain attacks. However, that is kind of inherently subjective of which one is better because which one works better for you. Having this combat choice is definitely something that takes some getting used to. I've seen that by watching other streamers play this game. It's definitely something to get used to, but once you get used to having these three combat choices, or kind of falling into the mold of one of them, a lot of people do parry or deflect only for this game. I kind of think that that's a waste. I kind of think you should kind of embrace anything and scrap your way through, but that's just me. It's whatever. There's no right or wrong way to play. Having that level of combat choice fleshes out the boss fights and the enemies so much more than any other From Software title has had. Any other one, including Sekiro, because again, Sekiro is focused on that deflect. They expect you to deflect. It is very rare in Sekiro where dodging is the better action. Most of the time, deflecting is the way to go. With Dark Souls, it is very rare where parrying is the way to go, and rather, you should be dodge rolling. Dodge rolling is the way to go. Sometimes blocking, but regardless. Having those systems tied in together makes this game so interesting and fun. And like, granted, it is still with its flaws. The camera is still fucking horrible in this game, like it is for every single one of From Software's titles, and arguably most third-person action games. This game is not without its flaws, even like outside of combat, separating and going back into story. If we talk about the story of this game and how well written and interesting that this game, how it takes Pinocchio but does not marry itself to it, and instead tells this creative story of betrayal and fatherhood, and still using the plot of Pinocchio to embrace what it means to be human. And like, it takes all of that and meshes it together in such an interesting way, while also having this side plot of having the alchemist of this Illuminati-like figure that is almost entirely separate from the storyline of Pinocchio, with very little ties to it, of this weird question of like God. And like, don't get me wrong, Pinocchio does have stuff to do with that too. Pinocchio is a story in ways about Christianity and religion. Like, it very much is. Including like questions around death and questions around death and what's the word? Man. Oh, I was on such a roll. It's a question of mortality. A lot of the original Pinocchio work, and also ones that follow. I really feel like Guillermo del Toro really focused on that aspect of it, of mortality and what it means to die and what it means to be immortal and what it means to be a real boy. Guillermo del Toro's work really focused on that. Meanwhile, the work of Disney with Disney's Pinocchio really ignored that part of it. So like, things pick and choose from it, and this game definitely still tackles that topic, but it again doesn't focus on it as the core concept, because overall what it really is focusing on is fatherhood. Like, so it's like, this story is so complex, and it isn't without its flaws. There are moments that I feel could have been fleshed out more and focused on more, especially relating to the history of the alchemists and the history of Ergo and with that big monstrous night guy. I feel like that stuff could have been talked about a bit more and focused on a bit more, but in the same beat, a lot of that is left up to interpretation and that kind of thing. But there are definitely story beats here or there that I feel like could be fleshed out a little bit more, but overall, I think that they're really good. I loved this video game. Do not be surprised when I end up replaying this video game in a few years. Like, I loved this video game. I had a great time playing this video game. I think that Lies of P is so fucking good. And it's amazing that, like, I'm pretty sure this is NeoWiz's first game. No, not at all. NeoWiz has made games before, but it looks like most of them are mobile. Oh, they made Skull? I didn't know that. Not at all. They've made many games before, mostly in the DJ Max series. Interesting. Oh, it's co-developed by them. They published one of them. It looks like the first game they made was Battlefield Online in 2010. That's interesting.
Come to me.
That's interesting.
Feel alright. Just dance with me.
Anyways.
Turn it out.
It's amazing that this is a little indie team from Korea that put out this fucking banger that straight up gives From Software a run for their money. I seen a thumbnail from a fellow YouTuber, a fellow video essay creator, and their title was yeah, I'm trying to find it real quick. I don't want to not credit them. Yeah, I don't want to not credit them. It was by Sputnik34. Lies of P has ruined Dark Souls for me. I really relate to that. Not because it ruined Dark Souls for me. Dark Souls will always have a special place in my heart. But more so that Lies of P, I feel, really raised the bar for whatever From Software puts out next. Elden Ring didn't do that. Elden Ring is its own thing. Elden Ring is a completely different thing. If From Software is returning to what they're known for with the recursive genre, for whatever they make next that isn't Duskblood, I don't know. I think Lies of P really raised the bar. Honestly. And, like, I get it. Comparison is the death of joy, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But, like, to a degree, it's impossible, especially when I love something this much. I truly think that I could stand here and gush about Lies of P for 3 hours. This game is so good. This game is so good. It's so good. And I'm gonna miss it. And that final boss was really fucking hard. And I loved it. And Kishi, what was the thing you wanted to tell me earlier if you're still listening? Go on. Okay. I think that I'll look into that after. I think that for me, I legitimately think... Is that about what happened to Leia? Yeah. I think... that this game is really special. And I honestly think that it's a 10. I think that it's going to move up to the favorite. I really think it's going to move up to the favorite. I really hold this game in a special place where it's like, there are very few games that I will actively search to watch, and Lies of P is one of those games. If I see a friend is playing Lies of P, I make it a priority to watch. It is the same thing with Hollow Knight, Outer Wilds, so on and so forth. If they are playing Lies of P, I want to watch that stream or that video or whatever. Did she leave the message before or after that boss fight? Oh, before. I go out and I watch Lies of P. If I see a friend is streaming Lies of P, I make it a priority. I miss this. I will miss this game. I will genuinely miss this game. And again, I wouldn't be don't be surprised when I end up replaying it in like a couple years or so. Because I love this game. And I hope that NeoWiz, for this Wizard of Oz game that it seems like they're making based off of the tease at the end of the main game, I hope that whatever this game is I hope that whatever this game is... Sorry, is Round 8 the developer? I'm seeing that now. Oh, it's co-developed. So NeoWiz is co-developing it with Round 8. Okay. Got it. Yeah, Round 8, it's co-developed. It's both of them. Regardless, I hope that they stick with the recursive genre and continue to innovate in this space, because it only helps us as gamers for there to be competition in our favorite genres. If your favorite genre is an RTS, you want more RTSs to be made by different teams so that it pushes innovation. I hope that NeoWiz and Round 8 stick with this genre for this Wizard of Oz game that they teased, because I truly think that they're onto something. They're onto something here. And I'm excited to see where they go. I'm very excited to see where they go. Because Lies of P is such a good game. Such a good game. Goodbye for now, Carlo.